Everybody, this is Material Girl. Today I'm making a new recipe and you're gonna love this one. These are beautiful shrimp. I got them at Whole Foods. They're big. They're big. I'm gonna make a shrimp soup, and when you see how easy it is, you're gonna thank me a million times. So you want shrimp, you want the shells. I always buy fish, the shrimp with the shells on them, because I use the shells when I make like a shrimp scampi, okay? So you could freeze the shells. You don't have to throw them out. Freeze them because there's a lot of flavor in them. And what you do is you go back and forth on the tail and just peel it off. So these have to be cleaned. And guys, if you don't know how to clean a shrimp, yeah, take a knife, go like this, you run it here, and there's like a dark vein in here that you clean out. And I don't see it. But what is this? Ooh, what is that? Wait, I gotta get my magnifying glass. I hope it's not a parasite. Well, it's not moving. It may be part of the shell. Don't you like my videos? It may be part of the shell that I just put in there. Okay, so you take it, you pull it off, take this part, and peel it off. All right, so I'm only going to do a couple of them because you're not going to want to sit here and watch me peel shrimp. It's like watching paint dry. Once I clean them, once I once I take the shell off, I'll show you the next step. Here it is. That you're going to throw out. Okay, you see that? That you're going to throw out. Here it is again. Okay? All right. Everybody, this is Material Girl 338. I'm going to move my camera a little bit so that I'm in focus. Okay. I have some beautiful shrimp here, and I started to clean them. I'm making a shrimp soup, and if you hear banging, that's my husband downstairs. Now, I bought these beautiful shrimp. I bought them at Whole Foods. They were on sale. And you're going to take the skin off, but I don't throw the skin out. I save it. And you want to clean them out. In here, there's a little vein thing here. That's the waist of the shrimp. Okay, so go like this. If you guys don't know how to do a shrimp, you peel the shrimp tail off. These are beautiful shrimp. Okay. Some So I'm going to do this soup recipe with these shrimp. And it's so easy. And I have to thank my mother-in-law because years ago, she decided to do this recipe and it was really good. And so every time, like when you're in the mood for soup, this is a great recipe, okay? All right, so I'll do one more and then I'll show you the next step. And I save the shells, like I said before, because when I make shrimp scampi, if you see one of my other videos, you see what I do with the shells first. You can freeze the shells. Then when you need them, you just throw them in the frying pan. Don't have to defrost them. Just put them in a plastic bag so they don't smell up the freezer. All right, this guy. He's got that vein in him. Okay, my friends, this is the second part of the shrimp soup. I've peeled and deveined the shrimp. I've taken 2 pieces of celery. I'm just going to dice them. Now, I'm not going to add all this celery because it's too much. It will change the flavor. So, whatever I don't use, I'm going to freeze. Now, for this recipe, you need frozen shrimp. Not frozen shrimp, you need frozen peas. And I usually buy the bag of peas and carrots, but I didn't have it. So I took a can of peas. You're not going to use all these peas. This is 1 can. And I just rinse them out and I have them drained. So just going to use a little bit of them. Now I already have some freeze-dried carrots, but I had bought these and I said, let me use them. Whenever you have fresh, use fresh. And with this recipe, I'll tell you what the ingredients is. You're going to need shrimp. You need some onion. That should be good. Need a little bit of carrots. A little bit of celery. I'm not using this. I'm using just a little bit and some peas. Okay? And then what you want to do is you want to cut the shrimp. So you're just going to cut them in little pieces. Okay, like that. So what the recipe calls for is the shrimp, extra virgin olive oil, because you got to coat the pan, onions. Originally recipe, I used the frozen peas and carrots. But if you don't, you can use fresh, like I just showed you. And a half a can of tomato sauce to give it the color. And you're going to need a little bit of rice. So you can prepare your rice before you do all this. And I have that little rice, dash rice maker that I just bought. So this gives me a wonderful opportunity to make rice in my little rice cooker. And I just did a video. I did some Asian rice or Asian style rice in my rice cooker, and it really came out good. Because that's one thing that everybody, except for I think the Asian people, have a problem with, is how to make perfect rice. And I buy this Japanese style rice, and it's expensive. Forgot the name of it. And when I go into the Asian market, if I see it, I buy it. It's like a botto rice. It's like a sushi rice. Let's put it that way. You're paying money for it. You don't want to mess it up. Okay. That's it. I cut up all my shrimp. I left the guy. And I'll show you the next step. Hi everybody, it's me again. I'm back. I'm making the shrimp soup. And what I need to do is I need to do the rice. Now I have a dash. I just bought the rice maker, but I'll do that a little later on. Right now I want to show you what I'm doing. I'm heating up some extra virgin olive oil. And I've already cleaned and cut my shrimp and I deveined them. I have a little bit of celery. I'm not going to use all the celery. This is too much. A little bit of tomato sauce, just for coloring. Some onions. Some carrots. And some peas. Now this is a very big thing of peas. I'm not using it. It's just a little bit. Very little. And I have some garlic, because I'm too lazy to cut the garlic. So in the pan, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the shrimp and then take them out. Okay, so I'm heating up the oil till it gets hot. I'm going to throw in the shrimp and then I'm going to take it out. Now, before this video, I said that I usually buy, frozen carrots, peas and carrots, because this really recipe goes for frozen peas and carrots. Oh, and also you're going to use some white wine. Okay? Let me take it out now. Let's see if it's hot. It's not really hot yet. the shrimp take a couple of minutes, like a very few minutes to cook. I'm going to use my pan. The less dishes you can do, the better off you are. It's a perfect day for making soup. So I'm going to just put a little bit of pepper and just a little bit, and salt. Okay, shrimp cooks very quickly. Because they're going to cook again when you make the soup. Right now you're just making the base. And I'm going to take them out even though some of them are not cooked yet. Okay, take them out, set them aside. I need my little spoon for my garlic, but first I'm going to put my onions in. When you do these watered garlic, use them second. Don't put them in first, because what they're going to do is they're going to splatter and you can get the oil in your face. And nobody wants oil to get burnt by hot oil. Okay, and the heat has got to be high. I'm going to add my carrots, because these carrots have got to cook. But if you're using the frozen carrots, you don't have to let them cook too quickly. I'll put the garlic in last. I'm going to add a little bit more oil because it's getting a little dry on the bottom. I'm going to put some pieces of celery in, not too much, just a little bit, because you don't want it to change the flavor. And now I'm going to add a little bit of the garlic, that much. You don't want to overpower it with garlic because you just want that flavor of the shrimp. And of course I'm adding more. You hear banging, that's my husband. My honey's downstairs building something, working on his cars. A little bit more salt, pepper. And these are going to cook till I feel that the carrots are soft. Okay, the onions, the carrots, the celery have been cooking. I added some fresh parsley and I added a sprinkle of oregano and some garlic. I'm going to put a little bit of wine right now. Just a little bit, just to coat the bottom because it's getting a little dry. And I want those carrots to cook a little bit. Now I had in the refrigerator some beef broth. You could use chicken broth if you want. I have beef broth right now. Use what you got. So I'm going to put my shrimp back in with the juice. We'll put this on medium. I'm going to add my wine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because you want this dish to be delicious. Okay. Now you're going to add the tomatoes. These were diced tomatoes that I bought. You're going to add your chicken or your beef broth, whatever you have, because you want to make a base for the soup. Let's see. Why are you not coming out? Okay. If you don't have chicken broth, if you don't have beef broth, use water. I'm going to put more salt. And as it gets hot, then I'll taste it. You can't cook this too much because what's going to happen is you're going to cook the shrimp. They're going to get like tiny, tiny, tiny. You're going to have no shrimp in there. I'm going to cover this. Put some fresh parsley, some more fresh parsley. At the end, I put my peas. Ow. That was hot. Okay, I'm going to put this on medium. Going to bring it to a boil, and then I'm going to shut it off. Okay? Okay, everybody, this is the almost the last final part to the shrimp soup that I'm making, and I have the Dash rice cooker. I just bought it, and I used it one time, and I like it so far, and it gives you a little book. I got it in Home Goods. I think I paid $14 or $12 for it. I mean, you can't go wrong for that. So it has the, it tells you how much grain to use, you know, to the water. This kind of rice, it's like a sushi rice. And I get it at the, Asian market. And it's expensive. It comes in a white bag and it has red lettering on it. And so I'm assuming that it's like a sushi rice. And it says a half a cup. I watered this a little bit. I rinsed it. So I'm going to put a half a cup of this in. Now the last time I made this, it told you 3/4 of a cup of water. And it was just like the beginning of like wanting to stick. So I may add a little bit more water. So 3/4. All right, I'm going to add a little bit more than 3/4 of the water. We'll see what happens. I'm going to add some salt to it. My soup is cooked. It came to a boil. It came to a boil and I shut it down because you'll have no shrimp left. And I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil just in case, because I don't want it to stick. Just in case it decides to stick. And then all you have to do is cover it, and it only has two options, cook and warm. So when it's finished cooking, it turns on to warm. I mean, guys, it can't get any easier than that. I just finished my Dash rice cooker, and I'm glad I put the oil in it, even though this is a non-stick pot, and I used a little bit more water because this particular rice is a little thicker. It's like a sushi rice. So, and the last time I had thought that this pot was going to stick, which it really didn't stick, but that's why I used the olive oil. So that's a good idea, just to add oil just to keep it a little moist. But so far I love this. It's quick, it's simple, and it's only one meal. Why? Wait a minute. Do you see that this rice... What is this? Don't tell me. What does this guys look like? Oh, like a piece of plastic? Get out of here. Don't tell me it's plastic. You know, there's a video of a lady. Wait a minute. There's a video of a lady making rice, and the rice is not real rice. It was plastic rice. I don't trust anything that comes from China. Anything. What are those? Wait a minute, wait a minute. Why would it have all these things on it? Right? Look at that. Why would it have all that? Would that be the starch? Oh, now I really got to check this out. Now I got to check this out. What are those pieces? What the heck are they? I'll get back with you guys. I got to check this out.